Hi, good evening. Assalamu alaikum to all. So today we will be starting. Yesterday we have discussed about an architecture of Azure, and we also discussed about your regions and availability zones. Do you have any queries or any doubts on that so that I can move forward and uh, explain it again? So the sound is echo to all or only for Azhar? Walaikum salam, Israr. Walaikum salam, Azhar. Is my voice is clear or do you have any echo in the voice? If I use my usual, yes. Okay. Okay. So, Sayed, sorry, Azhar, can you confirm are you still facing an echo of my voice? So, I want to start my presentation. So, I hope everything is clear now. Okay. I will rejoin the session. Yes. Yes, please. You can join. Just now I rejoined the session. Okay. I also feel it. So, Firasat, you also feeling an echo? Just if you can, then you can rejoin the session. So, let's see how it works. Okay. Uh, okay, let's start our presentation without wasting any time. So, and before starting a presentation, I request you all to have your debit card or credit card handy. Why? Because today we are going to create our Azure free tier account, and also make sure that you will have any Outlook ID created. So, I will give you another 1 or 2 minutes, 5 minutes of time. Then you can create your Outlook email IDs. So, create your new Outlook email ID, so that will be useful for your Azure account creation. Okay. If you don't have right now handy, then no problem. Just listen the class and go through the video recorded session, and you can create a Azure account. Okay. So today we will be discussing more about on Azure core services. What are an Azure core services? What we are going to discuss today. So core Azure services. So what majorly, if you talk about an Azure services, uh, majorly Azure concentrate on not only Azure, every cloud platform concentrate on four four major contents of on-demand power. Like it's nothing but Azure Compute Services provides the backbone for running the desired application and workload, offering flexible and scalable to meet and any demand. So there are majorly four core services, which is called as your virtual machine. Okay. So here, why we are choosing an Azure? It's industrial lead, second largest cloud provider with 200 plus services and having a 67 regions and 160 data centers worldwide and trusted by 95% of Fortune 500 companies. And business impact is nothing but enable innovative cost saving and business reliance. So there are four core services of any of the cloud platform. One is called as compute, another is called as a network, and another is called as a storage, and another is called as a database. There are four types of core services: compute, network, storage, and database. So these are the main four compute. We will discuss about this all everything right now. Okay. So Azure Compute Services. So compute services on demand power. We have four different categories on compute platform and compute service, where we have one virtual machine which scalable with Windows and Linux servers, right, which can be ready within a seconds. Like you can build your virtual machine within a minute, so that you can start working on it. And app services, which is used for hosting web applications and mobile applications with auto scaling and load balancing. So you can balance your web application as well as you can balance your host services, and you can also balance your mobile applications by using an auto scaling and load balancing that we will be going to see in our practical sessions. So next is Azure Functions. This is a serverless compute to run the code without managing the infrastructure. This is called as nothing but our PaaS as a service. So without managing the infrastructure, you can run the code. Just that is called as serverless compute to only the run the code. And container instances, easily deploy containers for microservices and applications. So you can deploy like applications on the containers also. What do you mean by containers? Containers are nothing but a set of a folder, you can call, which will be placed on the top of your virtual machine or top of your operating system. Okay, so these containers specifically we are using for containers are used for your Linux environment, not for the Windows, but for the Linux we are using an containers. And on the top of the containers we have an special what do you mean, application which is running. So a one multiple operating system is divided into a multiple containers. In the simply saying, containers are nothing but a folders in our Windows language. So in a single operating system you can create a multiple folders that are utilizing the resources. Like application is running in one container and using a resources of your computer hardware based upon your application, what the application is required. So like that you can use multiple containers is nothing but multiple folders. So each folder contains one application. Like that you have multiple applications can be running on the single platform. So that is called as container services. So that also we will be going to see in our lab sessions and in our practical sessions, how we are going to create the containers and how we are going to deploy the applications and how we are going to run the applications. So this everything we will be seeing in our lab. We are going to create the virtual machines, and we are going to work on a virtual machines, and we are going to create an app services, and we are going to work on Azure functions, and we are also working with the container instances in our Azure course. Okay. And next we will be discussing about an Azure networking services connecting to the cloud. So which is very much important to understand a basic, like you are not from a networking background, you are from a cloud background, but to troubleshoot the things in a very proper way and a proper manner, you need to understand what are the networking concepts and how these cloud services are connected with each other, and what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages in that, and as well as how the traffic is flowing from one part of one end to another end. You need to understand this also. So that's the reason we will be discussing about a virtual network that is called as a VNets, and VPN gateway and express routes. It's nothing but virtual network is your own private network for your Azure resources, and VPN gateway is secure hybrid connectivity to on-prem infrastructure. Like if you want to connect your on-prem infrastructure with your VPN gateway is used, and Azure DNS and Traffic Manager, it's global traffic routing and domain management for high availability and network security, that is integrated with firewalls and DOS protection and private link for your securely access. So these all are the four components which we are going to discuss in our lab sessions, and we are going to create a VNets, and we are going to create a VPN gateways, as well as we are also creating an express routes, Azure DNS, traffic manager, and network securities. Okay. Next important thing is your storage services. Okay, which is scalable and secure data, which stores your data securely. Azure offers a comprehensive suite of storage solutions designed for every data needs. Like data needs means what? You have a different types of data. Maybe you have a text data, you have an image data, you have a video data, or you have some files related data, some coding data. So every type of data will store in a different format. So for unstructured blob to high available databases. So blob storage, so ideal for unstructured data like images, videos, and backups. And Azure files, so it's nothing but fully managed file share, access via SMB and NFS protocol and network file system protocol. Those who have already gone through the Azure course, they know about like NFS, but don't worry, we will be also discussing further in our Azure also. We're also discussing about what is NFS and what is SMB. Okay, and next is nothing but queues and tables. So efficient managing queues and non-SQL queue value storage for application data, and advanced feature of data like data is durable, encrypted by default, and can be globally replicated for disaster recovery. So what do you mean by disaster recovery? Is nothing but it is used for your backup and your backup solutions, where if your primary server went down, it will be restored from your secondary server. So that is nothing but disaster recovery, and global replication is nothing but the replicating of your data within the globe or within anywhere, like from one region to another region. You are replicating your data. And the next important topic is nothing but Azure database services, which is data at scale. So power your application with a range of fully managed database services, ensuring uh, performance, availability, and security for your data, where we will be discussing about Azure SQL database, CosmoDB, and Azure database for Postgres and MySQL. So manage open source relation databases for flexibility and mission critical support. So this is mission critical support is used for high availability and automation, automating the backups and reboost the security to support critical appliances, critical applications. So these are nothing but we will be discussing on more on your database part. Okay. So we will see how these everything is linked together. So compute is the central processing for workload and apps. So your apps will be stored on your compute processing, and that is linked with your networking for connecting the services and routing the traffic securely to the compute, and database where it will be manage your data, where managing relation and not relation and non-SQL data, as well as next is the storage where you can store your files like operating system files and your user related files, and any objects or any image or any videos will be stored on your storage objects. So everything is linked with the interconnected Azure and ecosystem. So where the compute is a primary base module, and after that like storage, networking, and database all are related in a single form. So it's nothing but we have an compute and network, we have a database, and we have a storage. So all these things are interlinked. Okay? So use cases where we are using this as a Azure, we are using in a health centers, finance, retails like sales and e-commerce application, globally with app services, and Cosmo DB handling peak demands seamlessly, and like agility and cost control from startup to enterprise. Leverage Azure pay as you go model for unpairing agility and optimizing cost management. Okay, right. So now you want to know about what is the future of AI. Yeah, Azure is continuous innovation. Uh, it is deeply integrated of AI mechanism learning and IoT services. So these are IoT services and machine learning are an AI tools which is Azure has continuously integrating into your Azure platform, Azure cloud. So the basic step to here, as I said every time, as I used to say, and every time that, so for making your future into an AI technologies, then you need to learn about an Azure are a cloud platform. So this is a basic cloud platform. So where uh, so continuous innovation in your deep integration of AI, machine learning, and IoT tools, and hybrid and multi-cloud. So as yesterday we discussed about what is in a hybrid and what is about multi-cloud. So hybrid is nothing but connectivity between on-prem to your cloud services, as well as multi-cloud is nothing but accessing multiple clouds in a single organization and empowering your business. So build on scalable, secure, and global cloud infrastructure designed for the future. So it's nothing but Microsoft Azure is good platform to learn on your Azure and unlock potential. Explore Azure today and transfer your enterprise with cutting edge cloud capabilities. So it's nothing but you can transfer your enterprise, like if you're already having a company and you want to transfer it, then you can migrate it to a Azure platform. So now we will moving forward and we will discuss about a creation of your account. So just you all log into the site. I will be sharing you the site. You log into this site, log into this browser, so that you can find an site over here. So once you log into this site, just go down. You can see the account types, and where you can see choose the account, your account that it's right for you. We have a two accounts which is called as free account and pay as you go. This is the two modules which will be having, which is provided by your Azure. So available best uh, proof of concept of exploring the capabilities and start building a workload. So most of the companies used to go as pay as you go model, but as we are in a learner stage, so we will be using an Azure free account where we will be getting as $200 as a credit, and you can use this Azure service within 30 days. So pay as you go model. So beyond 3 monthly account amount, like once if you register with the pay as you go also, you will get 200 credits. So once this 200 credit was completed, then the billing will be started to you. So available only for the Azure new customers. free monthly amount of 20 plus popular services for 12 months. So new Azure customers only. See here, it's mentioned as new Azure customers only, those who are new to the platform. So that's the reason I asked you to create a new email ID with your registered mobile number. So it's a free monthly amount of 65 plus always free services. So you will have a free and you will have a always free services of 65 plus free services. So access to a full catalog of services up to free amount of 200 credits, and spending protection. Credit card won't be charged. Like here you can see your credit card won't be charged. And here the difference between the free account and pay as you go, you will have a technical support option available in your pay as you go model. Means you can raise a customer support request if you have any issue, though, so that your technical team can contact you and they can fix your issue. So that depends upon your type of technical contact support which you are going to choose. There are 4 hours and 12 hours, 24 hours SLA. So that the amount will be charged as per the SLA only. So technical support option is available, and here no upfront commitment, cancel anytime. Both the things can be cancelled. You can cancel both the things at any time if you not required. So from moving, if you have a free account, directly you can move to pay as you go model. So from free account to pay as you go model, you can check it out. Okay. So after 30 days for your pay as you go account, there is a no action is required. Why? Because already you are into a pay as you go model. So what are the free services? As my Azure said that free monthly account of and 65 plus always free services. So these are the free services which is always free. You will be not getting charged anything, which we will see right now. So what are the free services which is been provided from a Microsoft? Let's go and see. And free service, you can see Azure DevOps, 5 users for unlimited private Git repository, and AI speech, text to speech, and Azure Container Registry. So one standard tier registry with 100 GB of storage and 10 webhooks. So this is completely free. Sorry. Okay. Okay. You need to see all the free services here, right? Okay. Explore free Azure services. Oh, for always free. Yeah. Azure free services, AI machine learning. In your AI machine learning, these are the tools which are always free. And in your analytics, data catalog, data factory, and compute. If you go for compute, is nothing but app services, which is always free. Quickly build and deploy and scale web application API. Means for this service they are not going to charge anything. So this is a pass module. So up to 10 web servers or API apps with 1 GB storage and 1 hour per day. So it's nothing for the testing purpose. For always it's for free. And AKS is also free, and Azure VM Builder is always free, and batch functions, static web app, these all are always free services provided by Microsoft. And if we talk about container, Azure Container Storage, which have at least pool capacity under 5 TB, it's always free tier. Okay. Container apps, service fabrics, and database Azure Cosmo DB for MongoDB, database migration service, SQL database. See, all these services are free. You can see here. If I go top, free period. So here you have description and free monthly amount. So if you talk about per month, you can use about number of transactions or number of GB. And free period, it's always free. You are not going to charge anything for this service which you are utilizing from a Microsoft. Okay. Database is always free, but the condition here is nothing but 1000 request unit per second, provisioning through up to 25 GB of storage. So you can have 25 GB of storage in a single month. So that is a free. A dedicated MongoDB cluster with 32 GB of storage is free for month, and free standard compute, and get up to 10 databases with uh, 1 lakh virtual core seconds of a serverless time, and 32 GB of storage each is a free for always. And like development tool, app configuration, Azure development environment, Azure DevOps, Dev Test Labs, and Visual Studio. And if you go for hybrid and multi-cloud, Azure Arc, this is a very much important tool called as Azure Arc. By using an Azure Arc, you will be patching your managing your on-prem environment or on-prem servers, identity, Azure Active Directory, that is called as business to customer, and Microsoft Entra ID, that is called as formerly called as your Azure ID, is also always free, like 50,000 stored objects with a single sign-on to be all cloud applications are free. Integration like API management, event grid, and health database services, logic apps, and Internet of Things, Azure Maps, IoT Edge, and IoT Hub. Like that, you have multiple options. So those who are always free, like Cloud Shell is free, cost management, monitoring, resource manager. If you go for the migration, Azure migration, mobile notification, notification hub, networking like bandwidth, network watcher, private link, virtual network. If you go for the security, it's nothing but Azure attestation and security center, web web pub. So these all are nothing but always free services. Just go through this link, and I will paste you this link as well. Just go through this link and you can see what are the services which are provided by available. Yeah. So I have shared you the link, Wahid. You can go through it. Okay. If you want to see 12 months free, you can see these are the 12 months free paid services. For the 12 months, these are the free virtual machine of Linux, Windows. So 750 hours of each B1 and B2. So you have a different types of versions, and containers, database, 400 requests per second units. So these everything is a free, and integration like service bus, load balancers, VPN gateway, and if you talk about a load balancers, you can see you have a 15 GB of data processing, and up to 5 rules with the standard load balancer are free. And if you talk about a security, it's a key vault and storage, archive storage, and Azure file storage, blob storage, and managed disk. So these are free with a size limit of 100 GB, 5 GB, and 264 GB. So that is called as managed disk. So like this, you have different free options. Click on get started with Azure. So I want to start with the new services over here. Okay. Resources. Okay. Let's say try Azure for free. Israr, have you created the Outlook ID? So I have created my new Outlook ID here. So this is a page from where you are going to create your account. So select for personal use, and you need to select a region called as India. First name Siko and last name I'm anything you can use your name as so. And here this is your main. You need to use your Outlook ID and come down. You need to use your phone number. So it's nothing but email address is for your important notification. So for your notification, you are using this email address. So for your company, you are not using any of the company, but you can use your PAN ID. PAN ID is so you need to mention your PAN ID and address. You can mention anything. I am mentioning as Hyderabad. Okay. You can mention your city, Hyderabad, anything. So here Telangana. I mention anything. So here, please solve the puzzle. So you will know the reboot. So you need to solve this, and you need to tick these both options, and you need to solve this by selecting a next. The image as it is there. Like this, you have multiple things. So one is done. Verification is completed. Now you are good to go. So you need to provide all these details. Then say next. Yeah, this field is mandatory. Just give me a minute. Let me fill up this. Okay, so I filled the details. I'm selecting as next now. Here you need to provide your debit card, your credit card number. So Microsoft will not charge anything. They will charge only 2 rupees from your card, and that will also get refunded after some time. So just they want to check your validity of your card that used for further process. So if you want to close the account, then at the time you can close the account and you can remove this card. So I'm stopping the screen right now to enter my card details. Is anyone completed the payment? I think there is some issue with my cards. It's not accepting it. So see, just after entering multiple cards, also it's facing issue. So is the same issue with any others? Let me know. Okay, great, Firasat. I don't know. I have used more than I am done too. Okay, great. So I don't know why it's facing issue for me. I have used multiple cards. So I used like more than 3 to 4 cards. Then also I am facing this issue. Okay, check. No, actually, I am. um, Just give me 2 minutes. I think I'm facing some issue with my new account creation. Let me try to log in with my old account, so which I was previously used to use it. Okay, just give me, let me present on that, and later we'll be creating. So hopefully, most of them has been created their accounts. So yes, Wahid, you can use a Gmail account also, but I preferable to use an alternate account for an Outlook. Why? Because it will be easy to understand whether you are using one ID for Outlook and one ID for Gmail. For AWS, you are using a Gmail, and for your Outlook, you can use the same name. Just for your understanding, you can use the same ID. Just you change the domain at the rate of Outlook instead of Gmail. Everyone is done, but I think it's facing issue for me. Uh, I have logged into my account also, those which was previously created, but still I think that is already expired. So that's the reason it's not allowing me. Let's do one thing. So for subscription, it's disabled. So that's the reason it's not allowing me. It's due. Mm, so see, you can, I have paid so much amount here, but still it's not activated for me. Uh, let's go for subscriptions, and let's say pay as you go. I think I need to activate this. Let me try it. Whether I can do it or not, I'm not sure. Yeah. Status is disabled. I need to enable it. Switch offers. Subscription is nothing but this is an account, like you will have, once you create an account, you will be added with one subscription. Can't do. Okay, anyhow, pay as you go model here. Give me a minute. So let me try to access some other account. So now I have created with some other account. So I have some other accesses from there. I have created an Microsoft Azure account, and let's do some lab sessions over here. So later I will try to create my own account in some couple of time, so that we can do the lab sessions in the other account. Okay. Okay. Fine. So. Here, if you can go for the home, you will have a lot of options over here, like how you can manage all the resources. So we can see here, we can go with the view all resource. So here we have a default storage resource. Okay. Go for an virtual machine, and once you're going for virtual machine, here you are going to create a new virtual machine. You are going to deploy a new virtual machine. So create on virtual machine. So it's, as I said, like we will be discussing about an compute module first. So the compute model deals with our virtual machine, and create a virtual machine. So you can create the resource group here. So as I said, I will create demos 01. Okay. You can see here, we in our previous course, like Azure course, those who have already joined the other course, they used to select the region at the top of the level, at the top level where you find a region option and you need to select that. But here, the region option is not available on top of that window. So here you need to select the region at the time of creating a resource. So I have created one resource, and I want to create where I want to create the resource. Here you need to select your region. You will have multiple regions, but if you can go for the AWS, you need to select the region, and then you can create the resource. But here in this Azure, once you are trying to create your resource, first you need to, the first thing what you need to do is you need to create your resource group. The resource group is a part of a group where all the resource information has been created, and next you need to select your region. So deploy to an Azure extended zone means there is a different topic. So first we will select as uh, VM001. Yeah, I am keeping this virtual name, and I'm selecting as US East and US West. So here I'm selecting as a US East, and availability zones. So there are multiple availability zones. I'm currently using an availability zones. Here you can see zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. You can select three availability zones. Okay. So availability zones I have selected. So three availability zones, or else you can keep one availability zone. That depends. Then next you need to select the security type. The what could be my virtual machine security type. Here I am using as a standard a security type, and I need to create an image. So what is an image? Image is nothing but a uh, image is nothing but a copy, or you can call as a snapshot, or you can call as a photocopy of your virtual machine. So here we have a different operating systems. Like we need to select an operating system, which operating system image you want to launch on your EC2, sorry, launch on your virtual machine. So that I will be selecting as to 2025 data center. So Azure edition 2022, anything you can select. So based upon the operating system you need to select, and then the architecture. So it's nothing but Amazon RX65. Here is a major thing like called as a size. the size you need to select. So here standard size, and you can see multiple sizes. So your region, and you can add the filters. You can add the filters like I want a size type, so you can go for the type. So general purpose, CPU, high performance, computer organization, like we have a different types of sizes. This we will be discussing later. So just right now I'm not going to discuss anything about the size right now. So I will be creating a default virtual machine. Just I want to create a default virtual machine with a resource group. So say create resource group, demo 01. Virtual machine name, it's nothing but VM001. I have selected the region. Availability zone I am keeping as a default, and here I am using only as a zone 1. If you want to use in a multiple zone, you can click on multiple zones, and here I'm selecting as a standard, and image I will be selecting as Windows. Okay. So by default, it has selected my size. Okay, why? Because this account has some policy restrictions, so we have only unlimited size availability. Okay. So I use some username and password as a default password. Like I can use uh, demo 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. So here I need to allow a public inbound port like RDP to access my EC2. Just simply say review and create. I'm not going for any other options. Just I'm creating a normal virtual machine. So it shows me an resource group and virtual machine, region, availability zone, and zone options. So I have selected one availability zone, security type standard, and Windows operating system. So just simply a standard and virtual with 2 core and 8 GB of RAM memory. So username and password, everything is there. And disk image, I have not changed anything. I have kept as a default. So simply I will create a virtual machine. You want me to make the screen bigger? Okay, let me try. How can I do that? So my deployment has been failed due to some reason. Like it says that resource deployment failed. Target subscription so and so so and so. So it's nothing but resource group demo 1 provided Microsoft.com VI virtual machine. And what is the error? The resource written off operation failed to complete successfully because it is the terminal provision state. Okay. I think there is some issue with limitations in this subscription. So that's the reason I am not able to create the resource. Okay. Okay. You want me to enlarge the content, right? I got a little bit confused. Like you asked me to uh, make screen bigger, so that I got confused. So you want me to enlarge the screen? Is it okay now? Yeah, that you can check in your billing option. So once you go for the billing, there will be option called as a subscription. You click on subscription. Here I don't have, like, I can't show you the subscription. Why? Because I am using the subscription for one of my client. So where I was working on it. So this is my client website. Our client uh, screen, like we used to use for testing purpose. This is my one of my client Azure link. It will take some time, most probably by a couple of hours. It will be get resolved. Like it will be under review. Means I think your card details is getting reviewed, so that your bank details is not getting authenticated. So that's the reason it is in a review stage. So we need to wait for some time. Why? Because Microsoft will provide huge security, so like huge security things. So that's the reason, like previously that was not, more security was not there. Right now my Microsoft has linked with so many cyber security gateways, and this is that's the reason they are providing a huge security to their cloud platform. So that was a major thing. So I don't know, like I can't go through the subscription here in this account. I don't want to reveal my client information. So due to some security reasons, I can't able to show more things on this Azure cloud. Okay. So I will try to fix it my Azure website issue today, and tomorrow onwards we will be demonstrating on the Azure cloud only. $85 should be $200. The free account contains $200. Okay, we will do one thing. So tomorrow we will try to connect on our one Google Meet, or what we can say, Zoom meeting. Anyone we can try. Tomorrow we will try to connect in, and we will just you share the screen, so that we will fix it out. Okay. Alim sir, can you suggest on this? Like few of the people are facing issue during an account creations, so are they are facing some difficulties. Can we do it tomorrow on Google Meet? At least another 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour, we can fix it, and then we can jump directly into the class and we can start it. Yeah, I will check with Alim sir once. So then we will. I will let you know. So if he provides me. Yes, with the Google Meet, actually, Google Meet we will use only. Yeah, Okay, thanks for confirmation, Alimuddin sir. Just from tomorrow, just for an half an hour tomorrow, just create a Google Meet link so that I can fix everyone's issue on the Google Meet. They can share their screen and I can fix it, and then we can jump into the our practical sessions as we go. Okay, is it okay with all? Okay, thanks, Firasat. Confirmation. Okay. Okay, hope Israr, Firasat, and who, matlab, Wahid and others who has created their already created their links. Just keep the links handy. Okay, so that we will tomorrow we will connect again and we will see how we can explore the things. So let's another half an hour we will connect through a Google Meet, and we will explore if there is any issue. We will fix it out, then we can start our session directly from our app. Okay, okay, so then we will meet up tomorrow with that same at 9:45. Okay, thanks everyone.